Yo, what's up guys? This is Gangsta Jabs, and I'm gonna be going over the best builds on Guardian. You unlock Guardian on the progress path at 22,400 experience, and he costs 975 A coins to buy. Guardian System Crush ability puts all the enemies' abilities and weapons on cooldown, and it has a range of 30 meters. This range can be extended to 45 meters with the System Crash range implant. After doing some tests, we found out that Guardian System Crash is around 25 meters wide. The two players are 30 meters away from each other, and the System Crash almost hit both of them. He's decently tanky with an HP of 99,700 HP at max without pilots. He has the same HP as Redeemer and Tengu. He also has a really slow movement speed at 16 kilometers per hour. That's the same as Juggernaut and Redox. This makes him super vulnerable to rocket motors, so you have to make sure to either keep the eyes off you or stay under cover. Guardian is really good for defending beacons and protecting your teammates from scout mech. So you get Guardian at 16 energy, and the first build I'd recommend on him is the dual missile rack 8. This is a good hit and run build. You system crash them, hit them with missile racks, and then run away. Next is the dual long arm 8. This build requires a lot of skill since you have to be good with the long arms, but this build can be effective since the system crash can cover the long arm's weakness at close range. Next is the dual disc launcher 8. This is a super versatile build, good at all ranges. Next is the dual shotgun 8. This is a strong build since you can system crash them and then deal a ton of damage. Next is 20 energy capacity, and the first build is the missile rack 12 plus 8. This is a beefier version of the dual missile rack 8. Next is the long arm 8 plus 12. The long arm 8 plus 10 also works. This is an even better sniper build on Guardian. Next is the disc launcher 12 plus 8. This build does even more damage than the dual disc launcher 8. Next is 24 energy capacity, and the first build is the dual missile rack 12. This is the ultimate hit and run build. Next is the railgun 16 plus the long arm 8. This is the Thanos build, and it's also good on Guardian, but it requires a ton of skill since you don't have the Panther barrier to cover you. Next is the railgun 16 plus the missile rack 8. This is what I call the close range Thanos build. You use the missile racks to take down their shields and chip them down, and then the railgun to finish them off. Next is the dual rocket motor 12s. Guardian's probably the best mech to put your rocket motors on until you get Stalker and Killshot Max. Next is the dual disc launcher 12s. I'd make sure I get that disc launcher radius implant upgraded as much as possible. And lastly is the EM16 plus the long arm 8. This is the pay to win Thanos build. It's also super strong on Guardian. Next is 28 energy capacity, and the first build is the railgun 16 plus the long arm 12. If you don't have the long arm 12, the long arm 10 works as well. This is the Thanos build 2.0. Next is the railgun 16 plus the missile rack 12. This is the close range Thanos build 2.0. Next is the EM rifle 16 plus the long arm 12. If you don't have the long arm 12, the long arm 10 also works. This is the pay to win Thanos build 2.0. And lastly is the disc launcher 16 plus disc launcher 12. I think this is the best build at this energy capacity. Next is 32 energy capacity when Guardian is max. There are 3 super strong builds. The first build is the dual EM rifle 16. This is a super strong sniper build that you want to use at long range, and you want to wall peek so you don't get sniped to death. Next is the dual railgun 16. This is a beast at close range, and it's versatile so you can use it at any range. And lastly is the dual disc launcher 16. I think this is the best build on Guardian. Everyone's using this build on Guardian since they're using their EMs on Panther, so the disc launcher 16s are available for Guardian. This build, especially with the system crash range, can destroy everybody. So at the top level, Guardian is really only viable with disc launchers or railguns. As you can see by this pie chart, more than half of the top players are using disc launchers on Guardian, and more than a third of the top players are using railguns on Guardian, and a few of the top players are using EM rifles on Guardian. If you want to learn more about where I got this data, you can watch my previous video. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and see you guys.